Now for the fun part, let's get you your Cash App debit card. So click on the card icon at the bottom of the screen. This will take you here and you'll get to pick what color you want your card. You can pick black, white, even glow in the dark if you want. I'm gonna go ahead and choose black. Once you pick your card, you'll get to actually signature the card to put whatever you want in the bottom right hand corner. So anything you want to be known by, you can put there. I'm just gonna put my first and last name, and y'all can go ahead and laugh at my penmanship skills. There's a reason I'm good with tech. Once that is submitted, it's gonna ask you where do you want your debit card to be shipped to. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this off screen, but you want to put your address. Then it's gonna ask you to confirm your first and last name. I'll put that in there, hit next. It's gonna ask what your date of birth is, so enter that information and hit next. On this screen, it's telling you the details about your cash debit card, like what the monthly fee will be, which will be $0. Pretty much this card doesn't have any fees, with the exception of if you do cash out in an ATM, then it is gonna take a $2 fee. But that aside, it's basically a free account. And there we go. The sign up process for your debit card has been done, and it should be shipped to you within 5 to 7 business days. In this video, we're actually going to be activating the Cash App debit card that I ordered. So as most of y'all know, you can get a free Cash App debit card you can use to spend your balance that's inside your Cash App. But first off, I actually need to get the card. So let me go ahead and take it out of its envelope. They do have a glow in the dark option, but I just prefer to use black. So we're gonna move over to the phone and show you how to exactly activate this, because as it stands, if I tried to use this, it wouldn't do anything because it's not activated. So first we want to open the Cash App up. We want to click the QR code or the scanner at the top left hand corner right here. Just give them permission to take photos, and you want to scan the QR code that is in your envelope. So here it's asking me to create a PIN. I'm obviously going to skip that because I don't want y'all to know that. But you'll be asked to create a PIN, just so you know. So have a number ready. And bam, your card is now activated. From here you can use the debit card to spend your Cash App balance, and you can also use it to get certain boosts or certain discounts based on what deals are going on. Now some of y'all may know that the Cash App has a little feature called Boost. For those of y'all that don't know what Boost is, that's just another way of saying that, hey, you'll get a discount if you use the Cash App debit card. Certain companies will give Cash App debit cards a discount based on whatever deals they've worked out on the back end. The key ingredient that you need to get this discount though is a Cash App debit card. But with that being said, let's go into the Boost function. So as you see on the screen here, you see that I got a boost or a discount for It's So Vegan, 15% discount. The way Boost works is you get that discount if you spend with a certain merchant. That was one exception where you just have to spend money using a debit card in general. I don't see that really happening on a recurring basis. That's probably something that Cash App has just for when you first spend money. So I wouldn't expect that necessarily all the time. But you can take a look at what deals they have going on inside the Cash App before you purchase anything. That way, if there's something that has a discount, like let's say somewhere you shop or Starbucks or using DoorDash, then you could potentially get a discount off of something that you were going to spend money on in the first place. So I'm going to show you exactly how to get this discount in your Cash App, and you'll see me order DoorDash and get a 10% discount. So let's get into it. So first we'll need to open the Cash App up. So we're opening the Cash App, then you'll click on the card in the bottom, that's your debit card, and you'll see that there are various boosts that are being offered, like GoPuff, Go, some of this stuff I don't even know about, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, the PlayStation Network. I'm gonna have to do that later, but we're gonna use DoorDash for this video. So you see 10% off, it expires in 7 days, has minimum, maximum purchase, you can see there. We're gonna go ahead and click on Add Boost. And then boom, that boost has been added to the debit card. So if I use that debit card to buy something off of DoorDash, then I'm going to get that 10% discount. So I'm not going to turn this into a how to order off a DoorDash tutorial. If you want to see that, feel free to check out a video I've done for the rideshare guide. But I'm just going to go to my recent orders. I'm going to reorder something I ordered in the past, which is the Impossible Burger. So I'm going to click on reorder. Then I'm going to click on continue. And here's a very important part. You want to make sure that whatever discount you want, you need to pay using your Cash App debit card. So I'm going to update my information so that it has the Cash App debit card information. I'm going to skip this part because I don't want y'all to see that for obvious reasons. Then I'm going to place order, and it's processing the payment right now. And bam, the payment has been successful. DoorDash has confirmed it, and it'll be at my doorstep within the hour. And you can see on the screen that the Cash App is confirming that I've gotten my 10% discount. So let's click on that notification. And I spent $25.47, and that's with the discount applied. So that's pretty awesome. Hold on, this wasn't supposed to be recording right now. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Cash App and a new feature that they recently came out with called Roundups. It's basically turning Cash App into Acorns, except for with cryptocurrency. So the way this feature works is if you decide to buy Bitcoin on Cash App, you can make arrangements so that every time you spend money using the Cash App, it will round whatever you spend up to the nearest dollar, and that roundup will go towards buying Bitcoin. So if you spend $1.50 on a candy bar, for instance, then it will round the whole thing up to $2, and the 50 cents will go towards buying Bitcoin. Like I said, this is a new feature that just came out, so we're going to go over to my phone to show you how to turn this feature on if you have an interest in doing so. So starting off, you need to make sure you have the most up-to-date version of Cash App. If you have an older version, you're not going to see the same thing that I'm going to be showing in this video. So you want to start off by clicking on the Cash App and logging in, and click on the card icon at the bottom. You should then be greeted with a message that's basically saying introducing Roundups, and if you want to get started with this, you click on get started. From there, it's going to basically explain what Roundups are. I explained that in the intro, so I'm not going to go into details as to what it is. Just know that you can use this to invest in a particular stock, which is pretty interesting, or ETF. And you can use it to invest in Bitcoin cryptocurrency. At this time, it's only Bitcoin, but you know that could change in the future. Click on continue, and it asks where do you want to invest your spare change. You can either select the stock or pick Bitcoin. For this demonstration, and just for me personally, I'll pick Bitcoin because I already have a strategy that I've gone over in other videos for investing in the stock market. Doesn't involve roundups. But moving on, this is the screen where it's just going to let you know that investing in roundups in Bitcoin, how much. Obviously it's going to vary depending on how much you're spending. Click on continue, and roundups are officially on, and you just click on done. Let's play around with the feature a little and give some background information. So you can access roundups at any time by clicking that card icon at the bottom and clicking on roundups, and you can see the total amount of roundups that you've had to this day. And you can also change the destination if you wanted to by clicking on change destination, and you can switch it from Bitcoin to a stock or to a different stock or ETF. You can turn roundups off by clicking on the roundups button, and then you can turn them back on. You'll just need to select the destination again. And just so you know the expectation of this, I've played around with it, and I tend to see that the roundups kick in the day after you've made your purchases. So just so you know like when to be expecting them. They don't happen instantly, but they don't happen instantly on Acorns for that matter. So just be expecting the roundup to take place the next day. If you don't have enough money in your account from the roundup, it will not happen. So just keep that in mind. So if you made 5 purchases, but your balance ends up being just 3 cents afterwards, then the roundups will have nothing to pull from, so they won't happen. So just keep that in mind. Unless you've been living under a rock for the past, I don't know, few years, you probably already heard about the Cash App. Then later on down the line, they introduced the Cash App debit card. But you may not know all the features that it has available to you, as well as the multiple uses that you can use it for. And that's what this video is meant to address and clear up. I'm gonna give you 5 reasons why you should consider getting a Cash App debit card, because it can be pretty useful if you know how to use it the right way. Starting off with reason number 1. It allows you to take advantage of the various boosts that Cash App offers from time to time. And in order to do this, you need the Cash App debit card. Now, if you don't know exactly what a boost is on the Cash App, I recommend you check out this video where I go into detail what a boost is and how to use it. We're not gonna go so much into how to use it. I'm just gonna give you a few examples. So I can personally say that Cash App is responsible for my DoorDash bill being so high this time around, because they've been consistently offering a 10% discount on the DoorDash order as long as you order it using the Cash App debit card. I've also been stacking up on Bitcoin just by using the Cash App debit card boost feature. This Bitcoin you see on the screen here is not me specifically really buying Bitcoin. I think I bought like maybe $2 worth, but the rest of it actually comes from a boost that I've used on Cash App, where they take 10% of your total purchase, match it, and buy Bitcoin with it. So in other words, your Bitcoin wallet could just be stacking up while you're just spending money on certain things. The boost that I used was for a restaurant, so anytime I go out to eat or I go to a restaurant and pick up food and pay for it, I'm getting some Bitcoin out of that. And I did use the boost where if you purchase something at a coffee shop, then you'll get the 10% boost that way too. I was using that at Starbucks when I ordered the vegan breakfast sandwich, but Starbucks has since then canceled the vegan breakfast sandwich. So sad to say I won't be using that boost anytime soon. Yeah, thanks a lot, Starbucks. Moving on, just so I don't get bitter at Starbucks at this very moment, is a second reason, which is it can give you an added layer of protection when it comes to online shopping or really just shopping in general. I kind of think of Cash App very similarly to PayPal, where it's a third wall between your bank account and whatever it is you want to buy. Now, we already know that you might not want certain people to have access to your banking information or even like your debit card information, and you'll rather pay using the means to where they don't have access to your main funds. Well, the way I have Cash App set up, and you can set it up the same way, is I just have my debit card linked. I actually don't have my bank account linked to Cash App at all. I just have a debit card, and that's how I add money. And for the most part, my Cash App balance remains pretty close to $10 at all times. I don't really keep money in that account. The reason being is I can literally add cash at the snap of a button via the debit card with Cash App, and there's no fee if you're adding money. So I can just add money all of a sudden when I want to use the card for something, spend it, then boom, we're done. That means I can use that debit card for stuff that I consider to be risky. I don't want them to have access to like certain information. I could use it for subscription services that I'm testing out. And let's say if they fail Elijah's personal test and I don't want to keep that subscription, I don't have to mentally remember to cancel the subscription because they're not about to get their money. And the same logic applies to free trials too. And since we're already on this theme, we could take that a step further and say that you could pay bills with this Cash App debit card that you wouldn't want to have access to your banking information. I don't know about you, but I don't tend to pay my bills using a banking information. I always just give them a debit card because that's more freedom to move things around as opposed to them trying to get slick and just trying to take money out of the account. Do I ever have to use that tactic? No, but I just like feeling like I can use it as needed. The third reason it may be a benefit to you to get a Cash App debit card is it's actually pretty easy to do so. I know y'all might think like so, but it's kind of overrated. Not all credit cards or debit cards are actually easy to get. They may have approval processes, or you might have to sign up for other things first. But with the Cash App debit card, it's relatively easy to get. And when you get everything I just mentioned so far, which is the boost and also it's an added layer of security, that's actually a pretty good deal. And in a world where you encounter so much resistance for like just the smallest things, I'm never gonna overrate something for being easy to do. Fourth reason why you might want to get a Cash App debit card is it can kind of serve as a merchant account. But when I would go to networking events and meet people, and I would actually be selling some of my books, The Anatomy of Financial Success, a lot of people would be buying the books on the spot. And like half of them cats would be like, hey, do you accept Cash App? Do you have Cash App? And at the time I didn't have it. and I actually got pretty tired of saying, no, I don't have Cash App. I had the PayPal scanner, not scanner, the swiper where they could pay with PayPal. But as a person in sales, you should know that you need to make it easy for people to give you money. You shouldn't make it complicated in any form. So I got tired of them asking me if I accepted it, and I had to keep saying the words NO. So I went on and signed up for Cash App and got it. And to be honest, I really regret I didn't do it sooner. It makes things so easy, and now I can accept payments from people who want to pay using Cash App. Even before, most people would go ahead and use PayPal, or I worked something out to where basically I got their money and I got them their product, but it's just more convenient for them to pay using whatever method they want. And being honest, I could have bumped into someone that, oh, if you don't have a Cash App, I'm not going to buy something. We don't want that. In this point in time, everyone has a Cash App, and if you don't have it, you're basically falling behind on the times. So where does that tie into the Cash App debit card? Well, it can tie in two ways. First way, you could use the Cash App debit card kind of just like a business account and pay for your expenses or anything that you're buying for your business if you're self-employed with the Cash App. That way you have just an accurate record of like what you bought and how much it cost, and a digital footprint when it comes tax time to use for your tax deductions. And if you don't want to use it like that, you can use it in the second way where you link your actual business debit card to Cash App, and then when you get money, you can just transfer it to that debit card or bank account. Keep in mind that that method would cost you a 1% fee. So you could also just add your bank account, your business bank account, to Cash App and transfer it for free. But those are just a few options that you could use, and it stems from being able to use Cash App as a merchant account and then using that debit card as an asset in your column. And the fifth reason why you probably want to get a Cash App debit card is Cash App's ability to send and receive money, specifically receive money, mainly because the Cash App debit card is linked to your Cash App, obviously, and people are exchanging money and sending money and receiving money on Cash App all the time. So if someone needs to send you some money, normally when they send the money via a bank account, there's no long time frame for you to get the money and actually be able to use it. Let me break that down. Someone may send you money, but depending on the method that you use, well, you might not be able to use it right away. You might have to transfer it to another account. There might be something else you got to do. But if you have that Cash App debit card, all you need to do is just get the money. As soon as they send the money, then it's in your Cash App account. Then you can use the debit card to spend the money on whatever you see fit. And with that being said, I've given you 5 reasons why you might want to consider getting a Cash App debit card. I personally think it's something that complements the Cash App very well. And at this point, it's kind of like, well, why not get it? Because it is free. And if you haven't signed up for Cash App in general, and you have an interest in doing so, you can sign up using the link in the description or in the pinned comment. That does it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and hit that like button if you found value in this video, and hit that bell notification if you want more information and videos on the Cash App. I will catch you in the next video. Don't forget to get out there and take control of your financial destiny.